Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scarbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Friday, February 4th, and the moon shifts into Aries today. The moon in Aries is generally sort of an out of the blocks kind of moon. The previous, 2.5 days were floating around in the great cosmic sea of Pisces, and it was especially a potent Piscean time because we had the moon in Pisces conjunct Jupiter in Pisces, one of its rulers, and then the next day, Neptune in Pisces. And of course, that's going to happen every time the moon moves into Pisces every month, while Jupiter is in Pisces. Neptune's in Pisces for quite a while. Jupiter will only be in Pisces, I think, until May, and then it moves quickly into Aries, and then at the end of the year it backs into the last few degrees of Pisces. So we're not quite done with Pisces by April, by May. I think it's May. And we'll get a little taste at the end of the year, but which we may really need by the end of this year. So we have two major aspects today. One is a sextile between Mars and Jupiter. Mars, of course, is in Capricorn, powerfully placed in Capricorn as it's in its exaltation, and Jupiter is powerfully placed in Pisces in its dignity. And so there's extra sort of juju behind this. This sextile is one of progressive change, understanding, humanitarian endeavor, raising all boats. So the energy is one of really sort of helping your neighbor at this time. And then later in the day, we have a conjunction between the Sun and Saturn. We just had the new moon in Aquarius. It was very close to Saturn. The next day, the moon conjoined Saturn, and today the Sun conjoined Saturn. And so there is this, I guess, challenge with that energy, with that Saturnian energy on the Sun. Things are going to feel a little bit heavy today. They may feel a bit overwhelming. You may even feel a little bit, depressed by the amount of work that's ahead of you. But it's not really about the big picture. It's just about sort of putting your head down and doing one thing at a time. This is the start of the synodic cycle between Saturn and the Sun. And what the Sun does is the Sun illuminates. And what Saturn does is it asks us to work and do the work that is necessary. So that's what's going on today. Now, we've been looking at our indoor plants here for a bit. We had all that snow, and it was so lovely and beautiful, and now it is raining like crazy, and now everything outside's a big slush ball. So I just didn't want to get my feet wet, or my head wet for that matter. So I thought I'd take you in and show you, these are all the indoor plants. Some of these actually, in the summer, we take many of these out and let them live outside for a couple of months, which they absolutely love. But some of these were actually out of the two planters I had at the doors of my office, where I have those French doors. And so we sort of overwinter them in. We have some, you see the bright green leaves. Those are what do you call those? Geraniums. And then we have a little rosemary. It's said that you're not a good witch unless you can grow rosemary in the house. I've been a witch since 1993, and I have yet to successfully grow rosemary in the house. You have to really make sure it gets a lot of moisture because the house really dries things up. We have a little Norfolk pine, and then we have all these big, I think these are philodendron, I'm not sure. These are angel wing begonias, and the pink flowers are the flowers of the begonia. So I just thought I would share this little piece of nature with you, even though we're not Um, we're not outside, and there's a little light down there. It's our little ladybug light. And over here we have our little tiger. Yeah, this is our living room. And then, of course, we have our little earth fairy above her garden. So have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. Don't be too hard on yourself. Life is hard enough. But if you do feel a little blue, know that it will pass. It will pass. And it's actually a really good day to do something that makes a difference with that sextile between Mars and Jupiter. It's about taking practical actions to help ease troubles, and so you can figure it out. What you can figure it out, right? Okay, guys, have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow. Namaste.